Welcome to all the classic car enthusiasts. I've just putting up a very short video, just doing a little update on this Dolly, this engine test stand Dolly, whatever you want to call it, that I made for Paul, and the one we're building for ourselves. So I hope you enjoy the video. It's very short and sweet, and a little bit of what's going on with the track day car. So I hope you come along with us because we're starting to get to a point now where we're going to start putting parts on it and hopefully get things working. And I really appreciate any support, comments, thumbs up, you know, whatever you like. I mean, I like to think that with YouTube, it's, you know, it's a community thing, and Keith Miller said something the other day which is very true. You know, when you get nice comments or you get comments and people mention things, it does give you that, you know, bit of push and motivation to get outside and get on with things. So I really appreciate all the people that view the videos and subscribe. So thanks again. Hope you enjoy the little update. Bye for now. Just a little point here. I was mentioning to Paul about if he wanted to use the remote on it. As you can see, this is one that's been cut down because we needed the remote. But as you can see, that gear changer will go in, no problem. It's just almost perfect there. But the top support bar wouldn't go in, as you can see there. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut that little corner out, and then I'll put a plate on it to strengthen it back up again. But you can see it'll go on, but and then you can have the remote sticking out from there. You can see how it would go on, but it's going to catch on right on the end there. I don't know if that gives you an idea. So basically all I've got to do is just take that little corner out so that top rod support can stay in, and then he can use the clutch master cell and an old pedal box to actually check his clutches and check his gears as well. So yeah, I'll just take that little corner off there. The other thing as well, I was mentioning that what I was thinking of doing was taking this bar out the bottom, cutting it out and putting it to the back, which would give it more room. But Paul mentioned to me the height from the bottom of the gearbox, the fins, the coolant fins, to the top of the head on an 850 is quite a bit less than, well, quite a bit, it's about a centimetre, yeah, just over a centimetre. So because it's a 1275, a centimetre higher is going to give loads of clearance here, so there's no need to actually move it. So I can leave it exactly the way it is. Just chop that corner off so that remote works, and I'll put a remote on it and try it. The only thing that might be difficult is putting the pin in. But if the exhaust was out the way first, you could probably put the roll pin in and knock it in, I would imagine. So that's another thing I'll do tomorrow. I'll just chop that corner off and then put a welded piece over the top of it and give it a quick spray so it's finished up. That's the CAD shifter in there, well, just the gear stick that is, and we've used a standard remote, and the idea is now we can either adjust this whole body to go backwards and forwards so that the gear selects better, or we could actually move it with this. So we'll have some finite adjustment, plus obviously the joints going down onto the gear selector. And you can't see it here, but you can see there's another rod here on the end. So we should be able to get a really nice position for that to sit in. That seat's not staying like that. It's done. We've done it like that just so that when on the 3rd of January, Joseph will come over with these crash helmets, racing helmet, and then we'll see what position we need to get the pedals in and so on and so forth. So yeah, hopefully that'll work, and then we'll fill them holes up. What I have realised, I don't know if maybe some other guys could tell me if this is true or not, but looking at it from an engineering point of view, I think the front of this rod here needs a piece of pipe split. So it's basically like a U channel, around half channel, so it sits on it and would take the weight off the the rod itself sitting on the gearbox, because then it would make the UJ drop. So I'm thinking it needs just some kind of support to slide up and down on, or a tube possibly, depending on which way we want to do it. But I think it needs something to support that, so it slides backwards and forwards, which you could grease up or whatever. So if anybody knows and they've used this system, perhaps they could let me know. Amir's gone off for his Christmas break. Everything's ready to go for the Mini. The front subframe's ready. There's the support bars at the front. We've basically got everything. I'm just waiting for some stuff to turn up from Mini Spares. God knows when that'll turn up, maybe the new year. I don't want to use these bottom drop arms. I'm going to use adjustable ones, but we've got it if we need to just move the car around. This is a short turning circle steering rack, 2.2 turns, quick steer I think they call it. And I'll just give you a quick look around the shop. So that's where we're up to. This is the you can see how easy that slides backwards and forwards. Oh, it's going to fall up and down, but it does if I use two hands maybe. Yeah. But you can see it slides up and down. So, and there's the Willwood Masters to go in it. So here's the rear subframe all ready to go. Downside is when I bought this stuff from Mini Spares, these are a red dot, and the difference when you put them onto these high-lows, you know, the old ones are tight as hell, and you can see the metal, the machine is much better. So this one's ready to go in. The unfortunate thing is I thought when I bought the high-lows that the knuckles would come with it, you know, in the plastic cups. I thought they would come with it, and they don't. So now I have to order all four, which is a bit of a pain in the ass because I could have got it up on its wheels, but you know, it is what it is. This blanket is there just to stop any, we were doing a bit of grinding down here, and it was just to stop any dust and crap going up onto this red Mini. That's why it's there. There's no other reason. So yeah, that's it. So we've got the cars put away for the winter. Well, not put away, but so I can work on them. For the Jaguar guys, the things that will be coming up is, as you can see, this tonneau cover is not on. So what we intend to do is pick this body up. Let's see if I can pull this out, or in is it? There you go. So what we're going to do is we're going to pick this body up. We're going to bring it onto this gantry which we made last year. Obviously it'll be up higher, it goes up on these winches. And then we'll roll it under the chassis and put it down on the chassis and put all the aluminium and fibre washers in, so we can set it up, because not only do we have to put that tonneau on the back and get it straight, but there's some repairs to do on the back end, and we need to know exactly how far the chassis is away to build these sections here. So that'll be a job we will be doing during the winter months, the next few weeks. And with the E-Type, I've got to take the cams out to take out the cam buckets, the followers, so I can get new shims for it when I'm over in the UK picking up the engine for the track day car. Oh, and that's not carbon fibre, that's fiberglass, that one. But it's really nice. Smart one as well, like Smart One style. So Alex Hart was good enough to get me that. That was a good little buy. Thanks, Alex. Anyway, as usual, guys, stay safe, keep the faith, enjoy what's left of the weekend, and be seeing you.